Speaking of the playoffs, let's get into the Super Bowl. It was a shit show from the get-go. Tom Brady got his seventh ring. Mahomes was running like a little kid, running for his life. He had nowhere to go. Baf, I just want to hear your thoughts from first to finish. How do you think that game went?
Ah, man, it was a big defensive game for the Bucks. They took over, and honestly, I've never seen Mahomes get contained like that ever, and ever from watching him play. I've never seen it.
Yeah, and I told Bap this. That was the first time since 2016 that he's lost a game by more than one score. And that was when he played at Texas Tech, and
That's
that's
insane.
just ridiculous. Fide, what would you think about the game?
Dude, I'm gonna agree with Batman. It was an all defense game. I mean, the Bucks defense doubled everybody, but I mean, the main part was Mahomes was getting open, and it was throwing the ball, but the receivers couldn't catch. I mean, those are
Kelsey dropped a big one.
yeah, the main thing on offense. Kelsey dropped one. Darrell Williams dropped one in the end zone, dead hit his helmet, man. And like the Bucks defense stepped up on Sunday.
Tyreek also dropped one in the first quarter. But Mahomes, like his line, like that might have been the worst offensive line play I've ever seen. As well as the Bucks have a good D line, and they had a Super Bowl record 29 pressures on Mahomes. And I remember there's like 3 plays in a row in the fourth quarter. Mahomes just was running around for like 10 seconds and just threw an absolute dot, which ended up being incomplete because the Bucks defense was just going crazy. And I was watching some mic'd up from the Super Bowl, and literally all the Bucks wide receivers were talking about how crazy Mahomes was because he was getting pressured every play, and he would still try to like make something out of it, even though they drop it or it wouldn't result in a touchdown. I thought that was really interesting. And
I think both of their starting tackles were out that game. Left
yeah,
and
no,
right.
Eric Fisher was out, and I'm not sure who else, but
I think both.
obviously it showed. Jason
Yeah.
Pierre-Paul is a monster. He's 8-0 in the playoffs. I saw that. He's crazy. He was on the Giants, and then now the Bucks, and they swept through 4 games.
Damn, man, no.
Yeah, and I saw this stat, and I thought it was crazy. Mahomes ran for almost 500 yards just trying to run away from the Bucks defense, and I just thought that was ridiculous.
He only had one positive run, or like 2 positive runs.
I know, but like I'm just saying, like in the backfield, he was scrambling all over the place. And no quarterback's going to be able to do that. No quarterback can succeed under that pressure. But other than that, I mean, do you think Brady deserved the Super Bowl MVP?
I think it could have been given to Fournette, honestly. Just the way they were pounding the ball with him. I think he was a huge piece of the game. But honestly, it's Tom Brady. It's his 7th Super Bowl. No interceptions. Threw, 2-3 touchdowns. Like 3 touchdowns, 1 maybe, 2 to Gronk. You got to give it to Brady. So,
Fi, do you think Tom Brady deserved it, bro?
No, this is gonna be a little surprise. I think the Super Bowl MVP should have been Shaq Barrett. Because if it wasn't for Shaq Barrett, you don't know what Mahomes could have done, or like even could have thrown like a monster like deep ball to Tyreek Hill and McCole Hardman. I mean, like he had 2 sacks. He had like 6-5 pressures. I mean,
I gotta check. He was definitely eating.
Yeah. I would say give it to Devin White, honestly, or somebody on defense. Because that defense did something that no NFL team has done up to this point. Nobody stopped Mahomes. I mean, yeah, Brady played good. He threw for like 200 yards and 3 tutties. But, I mean, we've seen Brady do that. We've never seen a defense literally stop this Chiefs offense in the 2-3 years that they've been running the NFL. So I think somebody on the defense deserved it, but I'm not mad Brady won it. He definitely, was one of the top people for it. He played very well. No turnovers.
Yeah, I don't know. Gronk had 67 yards, 2 TDs. He could have.
Gronk, yeah. I was happy to see Gronk get some tuds.
Antoine Winfield.
He had a pick, yeah. AB, I was super happy for AB to get that touchdown. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah, it was a tough one too.
How'd you feel seeing Le'Veon and AB in the Super Bowl, man?
Oh, I didn't see Le'Veon at all, but
yeah, I don't think he played, but like he was there.
I was watching NFL Network actually this morning, and one of the analysts, they're like, they picked up Le'Veon Bell for like 15 million, something like that. Didn't even use them all season. Like Super Bowl didn't use them at all. Like,
Hey, they
doesn't
definitely needed to start the run game because
why they
they were
even
getting
got them.
claimed.